Have you ever thought of willpower as something you're just born with? You either have it or you don't. Well, we're here to completely flip that idea on its head. Today, we're treating mental discipline like a skill, something you can actually train, something you can build. So let's get ready to start our workout.
So let's just start with this one powerful question. What if you could train your willpower just like a muscle? Seriously, think about that. This isn't just some catchy idea, it's the entire framework. It shifts the whole conversation from, am I a disciplined person, to how am I training my discipline today?
And this quote just nails it, right? All those principles that make you stronger in the gym, they apply directly to your mind. We're talking about starting with small wins, giving yourself time to recover, and learning how to push through when things get tough. And look, this isn't just feel-good talk, it's backed by science. There's this concept from exercise called the stress adaptation cycle. The idea is simple. When you lift a weight, you create tiny tears in the muscle. It's the healing process that makes it stronger. Your mind works the exact same way. Small, manageable challenges build your back stronger, but the key is that the growth happens during the recovery. But let's set some real expectations here. This isn't a one-week miracle cure. A pretty famous study found that it takes, on average, 66 days to lock in a new habit. And that number is so important because it reminds us that this is all about consistency. It's a marathon, not a sprint. All right, so let's dive into Section 1, your daily warm-up. Just like you wouldn't go lift your max weight cold, we're going to start small. This is all about building momentum with tiny, consistent actions. First up, make your bed. I know, it sounds ridiculously simple, but here's the thing, it gives you an immediate win. It's the first task of the day completed. That small act of order sends a powerful signal to your brain. I am in control. It sets the tone for everything else. Next, as soon as you get up, drink a glass of water. And this isn't just a health tip. Think of this as the very first rep for your discipline muscle. Before the chaos of the day begins, you've made one conscious, purposeful choice for yourself. That's a win. Okay, what about that big, scary task you've been putting off? Try the 5-minute rule. The biggest hurdle is just getting started, right? So tell yourself you only have to do it for 5 minutes. That's it. You lower the barrier to entry, and what you'll find is, more often than not, once you start, you'll keep going way past those 5 minutes. Okay, warm-up complete. Now it's time for the main workout. This is where we get into the exercises that build real, deep mental strength and that laser-like focus we're all after. This is where the magic really happens. You build resilience by intentionally choosing tiny moments of discomfort. We're talking 30 seconds of cold water at the end of a shower, or waiting just 5 minutes before you eat that snack you're craving. These small acts train your brain to handle stress and give you a much stronger sense of self-control in the long run. And for focus, think of mindfulness meditation as doing reps at the gym, but for your attention. The point isn't to have a perfectly clear mind. The real workout happens every single time you notice your mind has wandered off and you gently bring it back. That act of returning your focus over and over is literally strengthening the neural pathways for concentration. And here's a pro tip. Make it easier on yourself. Your willpower is like a battery. It can run out. So why waste it fighting off distractions? Turn off your phone notifications. Close unnecessary tabs. By controlling your environment, you conserve that precious mental energy for the work that actually matters. All right, on to our third section. Putting in the effort is one thing, but having a smart strategy is what makes it all stick. It's time to train smarter, not just harder. And that starts with having goals that actually work. The SMART framework is perfect for this. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. A vague goal like, I want to get in shape, is useless. A SMART goal is, I will go for a 30-minute walk 3 times this week. See the difference? It's concrete. You know exactly when you've won. But here's the big one, the question we all face. What happens when your motivation just disappears? Because, let's be honest, it always does. If you're only relying on feeling motivated, you're setting yourself up to fail. This is exactly why you need a system. Enter the if-then plan. You basically make the decision ahead of time. If I feel too tired to go to the gym, then I will just put on my shoes and do a 10-minute walk. You take the negotiation out of the equation. In your moment of weakness, the decision is already made. It's brilliant. Now, this next tool is a total game changer for your mindset. It's called cognitive reframing. Instead of thinking, oh, I have to do this hard thing, you shift your perspective to, I get to do this hard thing. This is a chance for me to get stronger. Framing a challenge as a training opportunity instead of a punishment changes everything. And now we've arrived at our final section. And honestly, it might be the most important one, and the one most people skip. Recovery, the cool down. Because just like with your muscles, the growth doesn't happen when you're straining. It happens when you're resting. The absolute foundation of all mental discipline is sleep. This is totally non-negotiable. When you're sleep deprived, your self-control just tanks. Your ability to manage emotions goes out the window. If you want to be more disciplined, the single best thing you can do is protect your sleep. Period. And finally, please be nice to yourself. You're going to mess up. You'll have days where the plan falls apart. The trick is to see that setback as just another rep in your training, not a total failure. Don't beat yourself up. Just acknowledge it, maybe learn something, and get right back to it. Self-criticism is a dead end. Self-compassion is the fuel for the long haul. So, if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Discipline isn't some magical trait you're born with. It's a skill. And like any skill, you can build it with practice, with a smart plan, and with proper recovery. So that leaves just one last question, and this one's for you. After hearing all this, the bed making, the 5-minute rule, the F-then plans, what's the very first small exercise you're going to build into your own mental training plan, starting right now?